continuing with the show's stillness theme concept cars that preview each respective brand. In the future, Peugeot has brought its Inception concept to say, and it's beautiful. This is another reason we are upset that we are not entering Peugeot's United States. The car is really a low sedan, sized like a mid-size family car. It has a simple overall look, long, sharp lines on the sides and bottom windshield. This gives the car a classic rear drive look. Side-by-side ratio, but it's something an illusion, as the windshield is basically continuous floor, and an aerodynamic bridge across the front, slightly similar to the Charger Daytona, gives a more traditional hood look. Dramatically swept back, the rear section is extended from the rear. There are neat details the closer you look. The Inception's claw-like daytime running lights are incorporated into one wide glass panel that hides the front driver assist sensors. The tail lights echo the front, and they're fitted in infinity glass to make them look as though they extend deep into the car. The enormous glass panels have a gold multi-chrome finish for a distinct look that also reflects light and heat. And the wheels and some of the trim are made partly from recycled polyester fibers molded in resin. The interior is borderline brutalist in its design, with blocky, plain panels. The seats are basically in the floor, and each section adjusts for an ideal driver fit. The dashboard is only in front of the driver in order to keep the cockpit as airy as possible. All the controls for the stereo, climate control and more have been consolidated on the rectangular steering wheel called Hypersquare. The idea is that all those items can be controlled with your thumbs, so you don't have to take your hands off the wheel. The wheel is also steer-by-wire, again to make the front more airy. Apparently Peugeot wants to implement this system in a car by the end of the decade. Ahead of the wheel, a Hypersquare is a vertical cylindrical screen that displays instruments and other information. It can display it on both sides of the screen, which can be useful when the car is running in SAE Level 4 autonomous mode. Powering the Inception are electric motors at the front and rear making 671 horsepower. Peugeot says it could hit 62 miles per hour in under 3 seconds. A 100 kWh battery provides electricity, and the company claims a range of 497 miles on the WLTP cycle. An 800-volt battery pack allows for very fast DC charging. The Inception itself isn't necessarily going into production, but the styling shown will appear on Peugeot's next generation of electric cars. These new cars will start to appear starting in 2025. But not in the US, and that makes us sad.